Hi everyone, this is a bonus video and in this one we're gonna have some real data, the one that we use from our Reddit database, and I would like to give you some hints for the homework of this week. So pay attention because this is what we're gonna use from now on, and you can definitely export this Python code to a Jupyter notebook. I really encourage you to do because it's easier to see. But in this case, I'm just giving you an example of what you have to do for your homework. So first we have to import all the packages we're gonna need. In this case, we need pandas, numpy, spacey, NLTK, contractions, emoji, strings, and others. So you just have to import them, and if you don't have, just download them using ppstall. First, we're gonna read the CSV file that we retrieved from the Reddit database using Studio 3T and our Python code. So we're gonna read that file, and you should retrieve, for the homework specifically, you will be asked to retrieve some specific data from a specific subreddit, and so you're gonna use that file that you're gonna download from there in this code. Oh, can I do the retrieval of the data in the same code? You can, but I would highly recommend you not to, because both codes can be very long and they can take a while to run. So I would recommend you to first download the data and then just open the data here. So that's going to be easier, and in case you have something wrong in your first code, you will not make this one suffer as well. So we save our data in one data frame. So I usually call my data frames df, but you can call whatever you want. This will be the variable with the data frame that we want. And we have the first thing we have to do, because usually when we download the data from Studio 3T and the comments from subreddit, they come with a lot of deleted and removed comments. I'm gonna show you an example. So right here, we can see like deleted, removed comments. So those are just not important, and we have to remove them before we start doing text processing. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bunch of deleted and removed words that are not important for our analysis, but they are there because we didn't clean them well. So we're gonna start by removing and taking them out, the comments that were removed or deleted from our data set. So we will use the string start with to take it out, the removed and deleted. So we know if the string starts with removed or deleted, we can take it out. You can unite those two lines of code in just one by using or you can just leave it like that because it's not really a big deal. So then we start the text processing, and we're gonna go over the same steps that we did in Jupyter Notebook, but in this case, we have to use the lambda function. So we will be able to parse throughout our data set without having to have a big loop like for each line and each word and any of that. So in that way, using lambda, we'll be able to do a code much more easier, in an easier way, and much faster. So that's why the first homework we did in data frames, I specifically ask you guys to use lambda function so you get familiar with it. It's not difficult to use, but you have to know how. So in this case, we're gonna remove the URLs using the regular expression function and using lambda. So we're gonna apply lambda for each X, and we're gonna remove all the URLs. We're gonna remove HTMLs using Beautiful Soup, remove mentions, emojis, We're gonna expand contractions, we're gonna remove emails, we're gonna remove special characters, punctuation, multiple space, numbers. We're gonna do a lowercase conversion, and everything here in the same way that we did in Jupyter Notebook. Even if I use different codes or different functions to do the exactly same thing that we did in Jupyter Notebook, it's not a problem. You can use different functions and different functionalities or different regular expressions to do the exactly same thing. In the end, they're gonna have the same outcome, and that's what we want. So after we did the lowercase conversion, we could have done the removal of the stop words, but I didn't do it in this case because we will not do in your homework. So you will not remove stop words in your homework, but I will leave this here in case you need later on and you have like something to look and try to find how to use the lambda function with the stop words. Here it's a correction of words. This text blob is a package that Python has. It will correct some of the words. For example, if car comes with 2 R's, it will correct to 1 R. It does not have a lot of words. It does not correct a lot of words, but it's here in case you want to try, or you can take it out. You don't need to do that for your homework. So this is just an extra. After, you can do lemmatization and tokenize. And we will have just this body. We will only need to use the column body. So that's why I will export the data frame only with the column body, just to save some space and not make the database too large, like our file too large. And then we're gonna save to a CSV file, and that's it. I'm gonna show you how the CSV file is in the end. So that's what we got. We got the index here that we can exclude or not. And the body column is the important one, where we have our comments in tokens. So here we have one comment with the tokens. Arrange, blah, blah, blah. And what I say is that sometimes people, if they write everything together, for example, this is probably not one word and they wrote it wrong. So we will always have some noise left, because otherwise we would have to go from each word and check ourselves, because the computer doesn't know that this should be 3 words instead of 1. And the second thing that I would like to say is that in this data we have the stop words. So we will have the, a, to, all those words that we usually take it out, they're gonna be here, and that's what we want for your homework. Because later on we're gonna learn how to produce our own stop words, and if needed, because sometimes they will not even make a difference, so we could just keep them and use the vectors to help us to understand better the context. But this is how the file should look. This is a file that we are expecting you guys to deliver in your homework. So that should be the deliverable of your homework with your code that can be right in Python or using the Jupyter Notebook. That doesn't matter. So if you have any questions about the homework, please let me know. If you have any questions about the text processing, let me know. If you can run your code, just send me a message and we will try to go over it. Okay? I hope you guys have a great week, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.